am immortal king, I am the king and sing, I bring the music scene back. Hear my empirical rhymes added lyrical flow to this rap that's a fact. Fresh meat on the scene, I flesh out my routine to slip in between the obscene and uninteresting. Just a smoke treat for my infernal machine, I've sent to blow up on this track. Let me explain why my name's in this game. Let me share with you my hardship and pain. Let my left brain analyze and devise all these rhymes so your mind can surmise that my flow tells them lies. And I'm here to surprise, terrified at a mind. Say I actualize truth I locked up inside, jeopardized by my insecure demons. Released every line symbolizing my triumph. I don't know everyone's hardships, didn't grow up with your pain. But I know that I'm the farthest thing from a thief looking for money or fame. I'm keeping it real, I over-reveal, I weep and I squeal. I'm caught to the real, an automobile that is stuck and get aimed at the cliffs of unreal.
Sad eyes shimmer gold, king leaps from his throne. Blood leaks from his mouth, breathe in, bleed out.
My journal is full of eternal requests to be blessed, but I'm stressed, can't digest it. The truth is a monster suppressed by my youth and expressed as a manifestation of blind ignorance. I confess the first step to assess the regrets that I've left unaddressed. I'm obsessed with my quest to find rest, decompress, get things off of my chest, finally take a breath. Used to believe money brought what I need, sought after riches to pockets with greed. Bought me a life only seen in my dreams, forcing it all but was missing a piece. Where was the glee? My guarantee, thought I'd be free of the misery carried through life, it's still torturing me. Yet I'm still filled with the dread of waking up alone in an ivory bed, faking that I know what's running through my head, shaking I'm alone as I stare at my phone, painstakingly waiting for love that's as pure as my own. Cause I thought I could answer the world, wasn't top at the chance it unfold. But I fought in that fight isn't dead, and I won't stop that fight till I'm dead and I'm cold.
Sad eyes shimmer gold, king leaps from his throne. Blood leaks from his mouth, breathe in, bleed out.
Master of disguise, makes a wise quips lost on you with the best advice. Try and realize where your bias lies. Blinded anger leads to hatred, but you can't surmise that the worst threat to your mindset is the toxic. Trust you inside, spit into your eyes. Take the cobra's aim to immobilize. Play the victim just to save your pride. Spewing lies, think you slide, try to mesmerize friends you hurt who think the world of you. They'll desert you in the great divide. Takes a second just to tell a lie. Deception mountain piling up too high to climb. Tick tock, look like you're left alone to die. Hurry up, you're already out of time.
Daylight turns cold, rise from the shadows.
Continue with unlimited rhymes intertwined with sublime wit inside of my mind, undefined by the rules of mankind. Chords align like the clocks at the start of springtime. Let's skip ahead. Sick of the attitude, sick of the attitude, sick of the poor being used without gratitude. Leave moral turpitude growing in magnitude, suffocates all the way work to combat it. Lost by corporations that intrude on the everyday lives of mankind. That's enough for you. Golden shades, diamond drinks, millions for worshiping, false state trouble tea. That's not enough for you. You act like you have it all, but the more you flaunt, the more you prove one thing. I am the king. I am the king. I am the king. I am.
Yo, 100 L runes? Goal rune? Y'all get out of here with that. Today is Ohm rune minimum. At least an ohm today. Maybe we'll just get the cham and call it good, you know? That I would not be opposed to that. Sir would be dope. I would be all right with the Sir rune. Found a burr in the super chest behind Mephisto. Wow. I have never in my life found anything from the super chest behind Mephisto. So much so, I don't even go to it anymore. I spent my entire life looking at that stupid chest. Never have found... I don't even know if I found a pole rune there. It's been awful.
Moo.
So I've given up on it.
Moo.
New idea for D2 Ultra Hardcore. D4 camera for entire run.
D4 camera. Oof. It makes me too dizzy. I've like tried it before.
Moo.
I found my first beer in the corpse behind Andariel's throne. Now I go every time, and no luck since.
Yeah,
It's been 2 years.
that one's probably not going to happen there. Wow, a lot of Obsidian Phoenix, Condrixer, Paladin, Super Devil 66,
Not sure why, but I have 3
Sake
days remaining on my
Tanuki,
Bezos sub. and
Red
yet I get an
Rose,
anniversary
and
message.
Epic. Thank you.
Well, hope you get a Zod today. Time for more speedruns?
Yeah, when we finish this, we'll have, a couple fun little runs and then go from there. All right, turn that off and that off. Ooh, he's so speedy.
Yes. Yes.
I guess. Garbage, 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 trash. Whew. Source speedrun with Xbox controller as punishment. I dislike that punishment. Alright, let me copy the days to overall. And go to Rune Luck, zero it out. Alright. Sake!
I actually got a second charm yesterday when I needed a bird to finish last push sag.
Second charm. I'll take it. Let's see. Bloody Foothills. Frigid Highlands. That's not a bad terror zone. Thank you very much, Sake, with the $10 and the 10 gifted subs. Holy cow. My goodness, Sake, you're a madman. Absolute
Mr. Llama,
madman.
the Better hair growth treatment is working great. You can barely see the bald spot. Side
Okay.
note. I was watching the 1983 film War Games and you are not Pete Davidson. You are 1983 Matthew Broderick. Moo, don't forget Prime Sewer.
I haven't seen that in a long time. Don't forget your prime sub. Good, good call. I almost forgot.
High Rune dropping soon.
Wow. Everybody got a sub today. Crodman Dune, thank you very much. Again.
Hello, MR Llama. Congrats. Does Dual Mosaic reign
Thanks,
supreme
Papa.
over Javazons on Cow LVL now?
Yeah, I mean, cows, it's probably pretty close.
I am overburdened.
Oh my god. Okay. Sake, you are a madman again. GG, thank you so much. Sake would never delete a rune. He's too nice. Or they're too nice. I actually don't know if that's what their gender is. Cows are beefy. Yes. Good stream. Thank you, Wiggy. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a nice one. I still have to set up my thingy to be right. B-Stump with 5 gifted subs joining the party. What is happening? Y'all chill out. What? Good Lord, Kyrian.
Greetings, Professor Falcon. Nuclear war. A strange game. The only winning move is not to blame. How about a nice game of chess?
Are you just giving a summary of the movie through quotes over time of it?
Yo Llama, what's good, dude? Just got my second Shaco from our boy Pindle. And is it ironic that Terror Andy has dropped 3 Andy's helms? But where are my TC-87s? Fake news.
Jesus, what is happening? Chat, you're popping up. Sage with another 10, Kyrian with that 20 before.
Are burr runes generally worth more than charm runes even though they are lower rune?
Yes.
Just for how many words they are a part of?
Yes. 100,000%. Cham runes are worth very little. Because the cham is nice to like put into a helm here and there. Or 2 of them make a Zod, which is okay, you know, for a couple things. But, oh, the timer, I forgot to start it. Thank you. But otherwise, they're like burr runes go into Enigma, burr runes go into Infinity, burr runes go into COH, burr runes go into so many valuable rune words, and same with jaw runes, that they're just like light years ahead in value. So 1 burr is probably worth like what, 5 to 6 cham runes? Something like that. I don't even know what it's actually. Probably more. So that's where, you know, it can be brutal to drop a cham.
Happy llama, sad llama, mentally disturbed llama, super llama, drama llama, big, fat, mama llama.
Mama llama.
Llama, llama, llama.
Yeah.
Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama? It's me, Beach.
Hey, watch that language. Watch that mouth of yours. How am I feeling about the Cowboys this year? Man, I'm feeling great about them Cowboys. Kyrian, Sake, thank you both again. That's still that y'all. What a welcome to the stream, man. That was very kind. And just everybody as well, thank you. I think it's going to be a really good year for the Cowboys. And I don't always just say that.
Butthole, 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 butthole,
Oh, it's
butthole,
binary.
butthole, 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 butthole.
I don't always just say that, but this year I think is going to be something extra special. Dak is in his contract year. McCarthy's probably got 1 more year here, even though he's been, you know, 12-5, 12-5. It's time. Everybody's got to make something happen this year. We got all the talent. It's gonna be fantastic.
I guess this is why we never got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It would have been worthless.
I can't.
The Chamber of Secrets. Hate on Dak as much as you want. He's done more than any other QB since. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. People love to hate on Dak because they think that one dude is supposed to carry everybody through. I mean, what's Dak supposed to do when we give up 48 points or whatever the heck? Dude has to ball out and has no chance. So, Sake with 5 gifted. The Chamber of Secrets. Oh, we have co-listed. We should take that off. Thank you, Sake. So, you know, Dak was runner-up MVP last year. And people are like, oh man, worst QB. Oh no! It's alright, Saki. It was very sweet of you still. Thank you. Ooh, a foul rune. Okay, you know what? I like starting with a foul. An early foul is a good sign. Good place to be. If Jerry Jones lets CeeDee Lamb go, he's drunk. The best wide receiver in the NFL. I don't know why he's even waiting to pay him and sign him. Jerry is a mess. Already not the worst day? That's what I'm saying. Today is already better than 4 hours of the last day. It's been like 10 minutes. As a Browns fan, thank you for the Amari Cooper trade. Yeah, man, that sucked. I don't know, man. Jerry's been a little. Yeah, Jerry just wants to make money, and he makes his money, so. I guess I should keep that, huh? He will. It's going to be... Like I say, this is Dak's contract year. He's about to ball out. NFC Championship game. Guaranteed minimum. Ball his way out of Dallas. Wow. Yeah, then the Browns went and did the Deshaun Watson thing, and that was maybe the worst deal in football. One of top 5. Cowboys, Ravens, Super Bowl. Down for it. We're gonna pay CD. Nobody in their right mind would let the #1 receiver walk. That would be absolutely bananas.
I can't carry anymore.
Wow, Leonardo. Stay away from all of my jaw runes. I don't know. If he trades or doesn't pay CD, my man is begging to tank.
Stay a while and listen.
Greetings.
Trash, foul. Oh man. Ugh. Cham incoming? Let's do it. I guess we just F and... Good call. I forgot I had a swap on to hit with. No chams? Okay. Let's do it to it, baby. Okay, we'll come back for those cows. Careful at stopping at 2 charges. It can be really hard. Just like super easy to accidentally Big day coming. After the 80-hour mark, does Llama get paid overtime? Sounds good. Have I spent the last few days brushing up on my superhero lore? Alright. So, Superman and Batman are DC. Wolverine is Marvel because he fights with him and Deadpool are in a movie. Thank you, Tris.
Kiss 'em for all the D2 advice and entertainment.
Yeah, all that. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Plain
that.
Crimes chat laughing face.
It's true. Thank you, Azatem. Sorry, chat. No, I went golfing this morning, and I had a reasonably nice all-around round. It wasn't fantastic by any means. I shot 94 from the blues, though. What's my handicap? I don't know. Whatever is around there. 0 birdies today. Well, I did hit 1 bird in the sky, so I guess 1 birdie. Yeah, I had 0 triple bogeys or worse. The old Randy Johnson. But I didn't have any birdies. I didn't have many looks at birdie. And I only had a few pars. Let me think. I parred 1 par 3. 2 par 4s and 1 par 5. I think I had like 4 pars. It was pretty much just like bogey, bogey, double bogey, bogey. Like the back 9 I went par, bogey, bogey. No, bogey, bogey, par, bogey, bogey, bogey. And then double, double, double to finish, which was unfortunate. But yeah, no snowman, which was great. Just 47 on the front, 47 on the back. So it felt nice, even though, you know, I mean, there was some stuff. I had some balls spray a couple times. Like, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't my best day. No, I'm not using Dragon Claw. But I thought I played fine. I played better than 94, but my short game wasn't amazing. It wasn't bad. I just like, I don't know. Usually I can chip and get more ups and downs and stuff, but I wasn't really getting many ups and downs today. So I was just kind of really like chipping on and two-putting, or making a bad chip and having to chip again. There was too many like instances like that. But otherwise, pretty good day with it. Can't be upset. And I had one drive. Oh, I bombed it. 320 yardos. 420 par 4. I had 100 yards into the pin. So that was one of my pars.
Hello.
The order welcomes you.
Into my fairway. It wasn't downhill, but it was into the wind a little. Or with the wind, I mean. Which wasn't like crazy strong, but you know, it probably helped it 20 of those yards or so. What's my worst golf score? I don't know. Probably the day that I quit keeping track and just picked the ball up on a few holes because I'm shooting so poorly. Hey, we got battle boots finally. Nice. See what our travs are.
Impossible.
39s. Now they do have added damage, which is nice. They're okay. Okay, I don't really care about that much. Push that up, push that there. Thanks, Leo. What's my record drive? Honestly? Thank you, Krator. It might be that. I'm not sure I've hit further than 320. Like that might be the longest drive I've hit. I've definitely like hit many out to 300.
To remember you all to renew your Prime
But
sub. Now back to YouTube smiley face.
thanks, Leo. And you know, maybe on a driving range I hit it further, but you know, you don't know the distance. But that was the longest that I can think of. Hey, Alan. How long have I been playing golf? I mean, like, I don't really, like, play a lot of golf, you know? So, I, like, played... I've just casually played for many years, you know? Not many times a year. This was probably my, like... 8th or 9th time this year in total. 8th time. I played like 4 times in the past couple months, and then nothing for a few months prior to that. Maybe a couple times before that. So, but I very much enjoy it. I'd like to get out and play more. I always thought it'd be fun to do like a, you know, a little like golfing YouTube thing. Nothing crazy with all the wild stuff, just like trying to improve. Do I consider myself to be generally athletic? Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of sports my entire life, so I always kind of just like bounce around to different sports and things. But golf is a hard one for sure. Very hard sport. And there's just such, you have the tiniest, you know, a few millimeters off and the ball just... I have not done curling. Didn't I do track and field in college? Yeah. I was a decathlete, so I did a large variety of track events even. Great on a bike? No, I don't really do much bike riding. I probably should. Right, Dis? What about bowling? Bowling's fun. I've never done any like competitive bowling or anything, but my highest score is like a 220, you know? But I'd say on average, I bowl like 130, 140, somewhere in there. So I can make it hit the pins. Best rock climb? 512C? For the most part, I climb like when I climbed like 511, you know, C or D, 512A, usually around there. V5s, V6s. Best mile time? It's hard to say because I ran the 1500, but I also ran it at the end of the decathlon. I think the only open mile I ever really ran was in like high school, and that was like 5:02 or something. Isn't 512C knocking on the door of competitive climbing? No, those guys are 513, 514. Competitive climbing ratings. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they're doing 513 to 515 stuff probably. And again, it's not like I was hitting every single 512 like C or D or anything like that. I'm telling you, like, that is the best climb I ever hit. It was probably one that, you know, favored my climbing style the most and whatever, so. For the most part, you're gonna find me when I was climbing on the mid 511 Bs and Cs and stuff, Ds. Probably around there is where I'm able to send most of it. Am I gonna play ladder next week? I need to go here. Yes, I will start the ladder. do the first rush. I don't know, a lot of people are addicted to that one. That's your time? 5 basically 5 flat. Nice. What's my discus and shot put in meters? Oh boy. Let's see. Shot put 11.99 meters. Discus 37.58 meters. So, I mean, I wasn't like a crazy great thrower, but yeah, I wouldn't finish last usually in the throws, so I could do okay. Say more people are addicted to WoW. I agree. I think more people are addicted to WoW. Going first 99 again? No, not this time. Good shot putting. It was enough, you know, for the decathlon. It got me points. It kept me close, so I could do better in the other races. I never finished last? Exactly. I mean, that's kind of the goal of the decathlon, right? You don't have to win every event, but just try to not finish last. Plain and simple. You can finish middle of the pack and then finish, you know, at the top on a couple of specialty events. You're in a great spot. So just some llama lessons for y'all. With the 15-pound stone, 16-pound for shot put. So good, did so many things, I don't understand it. I've got more to even have to work real hard at them.
Yo llama pindle def drops better when stream is live. Just got my second wind force.
Let's go!
Is this item as strong as like death web and I should immediately make a physical bow as or is that build mediocre anyways?
And you're gonna need a lot of like charms and things like that to make do with it. I mean, it's kind of a combination of a couple things. Nah, I won't compete with Javazon. I love physical Bozon, but like I say, you want like, she has to be really stacked. So, you know, it's kind of like the more things you're good at, the more things you can be good at, because you start to like just be more, you know, part of it is like natural athleticism, and part of it is just when you practice a lot of things and have done a lot of things, you kind of have a better understanding of your body. And so even if you're making a new motion or doing a new thing, you still can do a lot, you know. There's just a lot that can be done from that. So because I've, you know, played baseball and hockey and soccer and, you know, track where I did decathlon, so I had to do all sorts of events and all that stuff. When I go to something like climbing or I go to something like being a goalie or whatever, there's just a lot that translates over because I've done just a lot of training with a lot of things. And for other pieces, you know, things like chess or stuff like that, you know, it's because I do a lot of like strategic board games, and I play, you know, I play a lot of stuff that has like a lot of stuff to make you think with your mind. I'd say that actually happens a lot with many board games. So like, I've just played hundreds of board games in my life. I've played many board games hundreds of times. And so when I go pick up a new board game, certain themes and whatever stuff I could, you know, are just easier to pick up. I'm not saying how I'm good at everything. I'm saying what makes, you know, kind of like practice makes perfect with a lot of that stuff. The more you just practice doing anything that requires either your brain strategy or physical or whatever, the better you're just going to get at everything else as well. $1,500 was just awful, huh? Yeah, I mean the main reason the 1,500 sucked so much is because it was the 10th event. So when you've done 9 other events, you're just exhausted. You've done the 100 meter, the long jump, the shot put, the high jump, the 400 meter, the 110 meter hurdles, the discus, the pole vault, the javelin, and you pull up to that 1,500 meter line and you just don't have any energy left. Like as soon as you step up to the line, your body feels like you're finishing it. You're like, it feels like you just finished running because you're so tired from the day or the 2 days. So then you have to go and run a mile as fast as you can, basically, with no energy. And so it just kind of really extra sucks because you're just so tired. Pretty much every time we pull up to the 1,500, me and all the other guys would look around and be like, is everybody cool if we just like walk this? Like we're all just gonna agree. We'll be cool with the places we're in.
Just look right now.
And let's just all walk around.
Mr. Lamaro.
But we never get to walk it, you know. We always have to run this stupid thing. Wow, gymnasium. How about an rune to shove it in your face? How's that feel, Jim? How's that taste? Taste my runes. Basically half a Zod rune.
At Mr. Lamusk, I fully understand the transferable skills bit, but what still jumps at me is that it seems like you are significantly above average on a lot of these different things. I feel like you might just be genetically superior to the average person.
Sure. I'll take it. Thanks, Commander. No, I don't know. Like I say, I really think a lot of it is just practice. I mean, I do know that, like, athletic, you know, I have, like, some athletic ability that just natural. But, you know, I've spent my whole life competing and doing all sorts of these things. So it just, you know, you just, when you do like D1 sports and stuff, it's a lot a lot of time and work and effort and everything in all those. You had some athletic abilities before you started drinking beer. It's like a job. Yeah, I mean, D1 sports were a job. It paid for school, but that is your job. Like, you wake up, you go to like a 7 a.m. weightlifting, or, you know, run, or whatever. Many Sunday mornings at like 6 a.m. we'd have to go out and go for like a 8-mile run or some garbage. And then you go to class, and then, you know, you'd usually work out about 5 hours a day you'd spend working out as a decathlete. So it'd be like from 1 to 5, you would have generally your like training time. And then from 5 to 6 was usually the weight room, sometimes in the morning, but usually 5 to 6. So you'd lift 4 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week. You'd train 5 to 6 days a week for 4 hours a day at least, and then that was it. And then obviously during competition time, you had a meet, you know, on Friday, Saturday, so you were gone for that. So it was a lot of time just training. Which, you know, is great. You get to be in great shape and stuff. One of these days that'll be Haas. So many rare shields. Gilded shields. What's the first rune worth 35,000? Maybe like Mal or Ist? Does that sound right? Somewhere around there, I think it starts to go. First time catching stream. Been watching videos a while. Welcome in, Anthony.
Football season is almost here.
I know.
As a reminder, the Cowboys are garbage.
Wow, mods, can we get a ban in the chat? Somebody came in and was just flaming, saying really inappropriate stuff. There, yeah, Capuchin, thank you. Highly inappropriate. This is a family-friendly stream. Get it, K-Show. I had a couple hours chatting with some guys about llamarpg yesterday. Just like some future stuff and plans. I'm excited for that game when we eventually get it out, man. I know it's going to be a bit. There's a lot of work. I've said it before. But man.
Oh right, family friendly stream, right, cough cough. The Cowboys are subpar. Better?
Wow. Not at all. My golf talk was rather explicit. That's how Moo Girl feels whenever I start talking about playing goalie in hockey. She's like, do you hear yourself? I'm like, what? I didn't close my legs fast enough so the dude slid it through my 5-hole. I don't understand what Could be wrong about that. Always the danged 5-hole, man. Hate it so much. It's hard to get them pads close together. I might just have the wrong size pads as well. I got everything on aftermarket.
I can't carry it anymore.
Do I have a guess about the average time it takes to get a high rune from cow level? I believe to get ist plus. No, that would be. Will probably be like 30 runs. 8-hole is worse. I don't know where the 8-hole is. The 6 and 7 holes also kind of suck. I've been pretty good about those lately. I've been kind of having difficulty outside my pads, but just like bad angles I'm taking.
As a former Olympic-level Diablo player, do you think there is a case to be made that the number of events in the Olympics should be streamlined for less popular events? Does anyone watch walking? Very similar events. Do we need 2 medals for 50 meters freestyle and 100 meters freestyle? Or to get rid of a surfing event out in Tahiti, 10,000 miles away from Paris?
Yeah. I think
Join my army of the dead.
I got a better idea for defending against the puck. With this trick, no puck will get inside your net. Just start talking about economy and tell the enemy players if they win they'll have a session with you both while playing, and after the match that will make them turn around. #economy streams were subpar.
Yeah. Need more breakdancing from Australia. I definitely feel like the Olympics has... I mean, the thing is, I don't know what, like... I don't know what I don't know. I think is the best way to say it. We'll do a little bit of LK. I don't mind it for a little bit. Like, there are a variety of trampoline events and synchronized diving and all sorts of... Yeah, ping pong, of course, is in there. I actually think ping pong kind of belongs, just from, like, there's more of that. But there's just, like, there's a lot of events. You have your, horse dancing and stuff. And I say I don't know what I don't know because I don't know what the actual, like, if it's a real thing that a lot of people compete in and I just don't know about it, Like, I don't want to be insensitive and be like, they need to get synchronized diving out of the Olympics. That doesn't make sense. And it's like, actually, there's a really big synchronized diving scene and a lot of people really like it and blah, 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 blah. It's like, you gotta make sure that you're... But if there's like 200 people that really compete in it worldwide, okay, maybe we could fit something better in there, So that's the sort of stuff. It's like, what is the number of people that compete? I think that is an important factor. is synchronized trampolining a highly competitive thing, or is it just like something that a couple people do for the sake of the Olympics and that's pretty much it, you know? Right. That's what I'm saying. Just because I don't see a sport as popular doesn't mean it's not a popular sport. So I would be curious what, you know, is like... You love watching bobsledding. You used to talk about wanting to be a bobsledder, but where do you go to do that? You go find a bobsledding course and... Yeah, I mean, again, there's just... There's just a lot of sports that you're like, is this actually a sport many people compete in? Or is it something that like a couple people do and it has like one facility and it's just been there for a while, but otherwise, why is it there really, you know?
You're just mad because speedrunning Diablo 2 should be in the Olympics. Gek also another trick to block the puck. You know, chat, and I have noticed that your balding is even more apparent these days.
Yeah.
Just use your massive 5-head balding and use Krillin's solar flare technique to blind your enemies and block with your head.
Of course. Rhythm gymnastics? Yeah, I mean... There's... It's actually like really cool. Like watching some of it can be really interesting, but I also just sit there and wonder like, how many people are doing rhythm gymnastics? Exclamation mark Zod gear, all one word. Rhythm gymnastics is popular in Europe? Okay. I just don't know. Zarth, thank you very much for the prime. StarCraft 2 would make a good Olympic sport. I mean, it's just Korea versus the world, right? You got Cyril, I guess, doing some work. Yeah, I don't know, Adam. It's kind of a combination of a lot of things. Sake with the 10!
I was a bit confused with a grade 2 OS with 3 separate +1 to different skills staff that I tried to make leaf and it didn't become a leaf staff.
It should have. Are you sure it was gray and not blue? And you did Tyr Ral in that order? I mean, I think there should be probably just an esports Olympics. I don't think it needs to be meshed in. You know, like you can have the Paralympics, the Special Olympics, the Esports Olympics, and then the regular Olympics. I don't think they need to combine, really. This sounds like a money-making opportunity. Yeah, I don't really want to host an entire Olympics trying to coordinate with... I got a baby, man. That's for someone without a baby. Or whose partner doesn't work. like a whole committee that needs to create a thing. Esport Olympics is a real thing already? Is it? Well, they don't do a good job of advertising it. Sake!
Big fat llama, 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
What about the Roid Olympics? Go all American gladiators on it for funsies.
I mean, I think the Roid Olympics are also a thing that should exist. Just let people juice out of their minds and then
let's say
see
there
what
is
they
an
can do.
esports Olympic. There are no medals available for balding gaming fathers. Sorry, but they would have participation medals, Keck.
Wow. Sounds like the normal Olympics. Yeah. Love it. Moo Girl has a partner that doesn't work. She could host it. Okay. She has a partner who works very hard. So hard. You don't even know how hard I work. You don't even know, chat. I invented the piano key necktie. I invented it. What have you done, chat? Nothing. You've done nothing. I'll be a monkey's uncle if I let you ruin this for me. You did turn 38. Happy birthday. Okay, but we're like over halfway to Zod, so... What? Locked 8 hours? Oh, players. Sake!
Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
I'm amazed you don't have llama hat merch. I'd buy llama helm of cuteness.
I don't even really want to count the Countess's runes. I do have hats. Oh, wait. My merch is down currently because they Stream Elements stopped doing merch and they shifted over to Fourth Wall. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so I went to Fourth Wall, and like the prices that Fourth Wall charges are insane. It's like, okay, we're having a laugh. Straight up, just having a laugh. So, thank you. Ball caps or snappy backs? I don't know. I think they were ball cap. But yeah, it was just like they like doubled the price of everything. And they have cool integration. They have a lot of cool stuff on it, but I can't do the prices. I don't want to charge more than like, you know, $25 for a t-shirt. Maybe a couple extra bucks because the prices are a little higher, but that's like it, man. But for them, it was like the shirt was like $29, and I would get like $1 of that or something. You know, it was like so high. It was just ridiculous. So it's like, if you want to make $10, you have to charge $40 for the shirt. Like, I'm not charging $40 for a t-shirt so I can make $10. That's a bad deal for me and a bad deal for them. When it was the Stream Elements merch, it was like, you know, I could charge like 25 bucks for the shirt, and I'd get like, you know, 11 bucks or something from it. And it was a much more fair number for chat, so I preferred that. You would pay 40 for me? Sure, but I don't want you to. I don't know. I appreciate... That's a pretty nice ring for us. 2116 with AR. 2417 with more. This one's 2325. What's our cold res? Ah. It's close. The 10MF is also nice on it. Frame rate merch. Alright, I'll have to look into it. I was just looking at like Teespring again, because I've used them in the past and I like their quality. Sake!
Big fat mama llama 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
Can we call this a Superman 2 category? This entire quest is to find Zod. I was thinking more like a D2 druid helm, but soft and looking like a llama.
Join my army of the dead.
The quest for
What
Zod.
weapon in D2 would be the most dangerous in RL?
Probably Oculus. Randomly getting teleported 25% of the time somebody touches you. Sounds like a great way to die. Disqualifying all the wands. You just mean steel driver, like a giant... Yeah, I mean, maybe just like one of the giant mauls. Just bash your face. I do like the idea, yeah, get a little, have the druid go to find Zod. Is there a big bonus? No, it's just incremental as you get more and more.
Join my
Lilith is holding the Zod rune.
And Steel Driver has minus requirements, so like even a baby could smash her face in.
True. It's a very good point. I definitely feel like it's got to be something pointier, though. Like, Steel Driver's nice, but it's just like a big ol'... Ooh, 13 res. Just a big ol' hammer to kind of smack around. I feel like there's some pointy weapons that are just going to be... real danger. Rib cracker sounds painful. A Lemrune and a Key of Terror. Alright. Also, make sure to clip drops, please. Everybody, for the recap at the end. I feel like at least the and Lem aren't bad clips. One Lemrune. Okay, 13 all res. Let's take out. Let's do that. Pretty good.
Horizon's tornado, it literally make tornadoes.
Yeah, I feel like something like that or Rift or whatever. But he's saying take out magic items. I don't know if he means that as well. You know. Like, do we still get procs out of things like that? Because that would be... He didn't seem to like the magic part. Windforce should have a chance to cast Tornado on hit. I agree. That'd be fun.
Impossible.
What is the curve? The curve is based on full simulations of runes. So essentially, here you can see like I have found 30 runes today. You can't see that. I mean, you can if you go to !Zod. So, Sake! Whew. Good lord.
Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
What about a druid helm looking soft bomber llama head looking hat?
A druid helm looking soft bomber llama head looking hat. What? Like for merch? Have like a little llama head to wear? That would be cute. I don't know if people... I'd have to get them to custom make them. Viking, thank you. So yeah, so I have found 30 runes today. So basically, there is a simulation run in MATLAB for 100,000 times of me running, you know, getting 30 runes. Right? And based on that simulation, I am in the 64th percentile in terms of my drops. My highest expected drop, or my equivalent, my average would be a Lemon.
If there was a physical damage facet, would it be better than the Ruby Jewel of Feathers PPL always use?
Physical damage, I mean, you have plus to max damage and stuff, yeah. But it would have to be even higher, yeah. Because getting plus to like max damage, min damage is very nice. But the 40D, I think, just ends up being more value overall. This is the math I used to do at work? Pretty much, yes.
Quick story, my boss last week asked me to look at the potatoes because apparently they smelled earthly. I haven't had breakfast yet at that point. I kept repeating that sentence in my head until I realized something incredibly dumb.
Right.
Oh really? A vegetable that is planted in the earth, grown in the earth, extracted from the earth smells earthly? Oh really? Anyway, I went and checked and they were fine. I told my boss, hey potatoes smell like earth? No way XD.
Wow, earthy potatoes. I can't believe you would sell those. Sol F. I mean, that is very similar to the type of stuff I used to do at my job, though. It was just like analysis on these sorts of things and predictions to see, you know, whatever. So yeah, that is the current. But this one was done by Binary. I was getting to it. We were trying to figure it out. I was just a little bit off in how I was thinking about it. And he came up with that idea. Are the purposes that these characters run?
Yes.
To get to Zod. How much faster if runes could stack up to 99? I mean, not that much faster. If they could stack and there weren't gem requirements for combining, we'd be a little higher, but even still. Zod is just such a high thing. Yeah, but there's like already max damage jewels and stuff. So people still choose the 1540s. It's a good observation, Paladin. I'm gonna make a pit run. Pit is just okay. Like, the pit is nice, don't get me wrong. But
what's scary is someone somehow managed to convince my boss that's concerning. I did just for the benefit of the doubt check on them. For the sake of argument, and of course they were fine.
yeah,
Ha, oh well, another day at work I guess.
I guess so. How fancy is your restaurant, Black Gaver? Is it like, you know, we talking nice, like Applebee's, Olive Garden? Are we talking like fast food? Not that fancy, but I keep a high standard? Okay. It's not quite one of those. Gotcha. It was messed up. So messed up, I'll tell you in a second. Sake with another 10. Good lord, Sake.
Llama, 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
If there were minimum damage bonus charms with the same rolls as max damage charms, would they be more valuable or as valuable as max damage charms?
I believe minimum damage charms people like minimum damage a little bit more than maximum damage, if I'm not mistaken. So I think you would have... You think they like max more? I feel like... I don't know. I mean, ultimately it does the same thing. Right. They like max more because max rolls higher. But like, rings and jewels, like rings especially, people like min damage, you know? So, just helps control your variance on damage. Which probably also helps a little bit more, like, you know, crits and everything, just keeping it closer. Oh wait, mana. Nine min on rings versus 4 max. Yeah, I mean, it might just be that. Like I say, ultimately it's the same idea. Whether you're adding min or max, it's just whichever one you can get more value out of is essentially where you're going. But yeah, it was so messed up, you guys. I went to Olive Garden with Moo Girl the other day and had just an absolutely delicious chicken fettuccine. So I asked if I could compliment the chef, have the chef come out, and this kid comes out, and I'm letting him know, and everybody, like the other servers and stuff, were laughing at the kid. I was like, this is what's wrong with this generation. Kid pours his heart and soul.
Sander Grieving became a member.
Thank you, Sander. Into this chicken fettuccine. So good, I give him a compliment. And the waiters and waitresses are laughing. Ridiculous. Won't have that at your place? That's good. Maybe a better culture. Scapella, thank you. You know, the breadsticks have been kind of sad, though, lately. Like, lately, and that's one of the breadsticks are usually so good, but they've been coming out, like, not hot and fresh, you know? They've been coming out a little less fresh and with less garlic on them. I don't know what they did. They need to fix that up a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, so the baker did not get my compliments.
Greetings.
Any cool challenge like the Rainbow Druid for the Assassin? I've done Rainbow Assassin 2 or 3 times on it, yeah. I'm like a C+ on the Valkyr. We're a little above average, 61% right now. Wow, Red. Cheddar Bay biscuits versus Olive Garden breadsticks. I mean, Olive Garden breadsticks, when they're on, they are on. They hit real good. A cheddar biscuit is nice, but... Sake! Thank you so much.
As a chef, I got legit excited to get feedback, both good and bad. I wanted to improve constantly.
You're a chef? That's cool, Sake. Lord. Be nice. Wish it was that easy. Thank you, K-Show. Oh, I thought that was a Mal rune for a second. I don't know why my eyes just switched up the little dyslexic for a second. Baton Rogue is the place to go in Blackgaver's town, I guess. Okay. Blinded by Mosaic. It really is blinding. Terribly hard to see. Nice Blackgaver. When you put your in, don't you pick up a lot of crap? I would, but my inventory is full, so no. It's Baton Rouge. Thank you. Idea for next 120-hour challenge. Level 99 hardcore, no items. You think that'll take 120 hours? Is this guy drunk or what? Like the Star Wars film Rogue, no, that's Rogue One. That and Rogue. But, yeah, whatever. Rogue One? Whoever knows. Sake.
The loneliest thing about D2R is that 20 points into telekinesis still won't pull you any friends.
Well, telekinesis is pushing, you know, if you're not on a potion or something. So you're just pushing everybody away. You think you're pulling them closer. Limit yourself to one character for ladder. Other than source, what are we picking? I mean, Hammerden or some paladin, it gives you a lot of variety. You can start out as something and then shift over to, you know, start as hammer, shift into Tesladin, smiting for Ubers. Do all sorts of things. Eating 2-day-old cold chicken over the sink. Bachelor life. This is a martial arts assassin. I am building up all the charges, and then thanks to having 2 mosaics, this rune word gives me a 100% chance for the charges to not drop. Thus, every time I hit, all of the charges go off many times. Whew. You're one of those raw meat TikTok influencers. I don't know what that means exactly, and I'm kind of scared to ask. Sake?
Big fat llama, 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
Not gonna lie, but swapping from leveling a paladin to leveling a sorc feels like going from easy mode to hard mode. Sorcs feel so paper squishy.
Yeah. Source is very squish.
Impossible.
There's a lot of people that do a lot of weird things on social media. I'm gonna be honest. Right, 2 bears. Thoughts on PoE 2? Am I gonna try it out, or is it not really my game? I think PoE 2 was really fun to play. I think the game is very solid. They have a lot of cool, inventive things. I thought it played really well as a co-op. It was a solid game. I don't think I'm going to be a full-time streamer of it. I think I'll stream some of it and play through and have some fun with it. But the main reason is I don't think I would be successful as a full-time PoE 2 streamer. The number of people who are going to be full-time PoE 2 streamers is going to be a lot higher. And a lot of people without kids or who are putting in way more hours. And I don't think I can compete, frankly. It'll be highly saturated, and you're going to have to either be godly at it, of which there are already a lot of people who are better at me than PoE. So they'll have a good head start there. Or you're going to have to be, you know, streaming a lot of hours and some combination. Two-handed charger is not popped yet. Is lack of innovation where D4 really missed the ball for you personally? I mean, I think it really missed the ball for me personally in a lot of places. I do think lack of innovation was one of the biggest... What the heck? Things. They played it so safe with so many, like, pieces. Thank you, Spunky!
Been a bit since I caught you live. How long do you estimate that it will take you to finish this challenge? Peace _ llama drama.
Like 120 to 140 hours was a reasonable guess. So, yeah, I just think, I don't know, D4 really played it safe. And I definitely think it cost them in many ways. In just like, it has a lot of boring pieces to it because it's just a lot of very safe, basic ideas for a lot of things. And it's like, you really could have done more. You could have tried to innovate on the genre. You could have tried to, you know, but they didn't really, you know, they just kind of left it. And so even games like Last Epoch and stuff, which I think have their own problems that are boring and whatever. Plenty of issues with, you know, with the game still. But, like, at least they were innovative in some ways, and it improved it a lot.
Big fat llama, 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
D2R blindfolded won't win?
Try and build some run. So the problem with blindfolding for D2R is it doesn't really work very well. Because there's not enough sound cues. So that's really the main issue with it. Is like, I mean, close your eyes and listen. Like you're just never gonna be able to tell where the heck you are, you know? Lots of little places to get caught. Lots of things to just kill you and... So, I did blindfolded through Act 1 before. And, it was, I think D2R blindfolded through Act 1 would actually be a lot better because this was back in LOD when there was like it was in a small window, and so I could click off the window and not know I was clicking off the window. So at least here I wouldn't have that issue. But I mean, how am I supposed to know so many things, you know? Oh my god, Nelson, I have no clue on that one. It's a long time ago. You'd have to really... So, I mean, I would be down to try again. Percentage of Zod deleted. So basically, under exclamation mark Zod, if you're feeling cheeky, there are prices next to the runes, and you can drop a rune. So chat has dropped 6.4% of a Zod rune. The biggest one being a Sur rune. Additionally, you can protect a rune to prevent someone from being able to drop it if you're feeling that as well. So. Yeah, Sorceress is generally your best starter. Pretty solid. Just gives you a lot. Yeah, the little rune luck charm simulator graph over there basically shows on a bell curve where our luck is today. So we are just ever so slightly on the lucky side for having found the runes that we found out of 40 runes. Have you found on every item best in slot stat so far? Do you take notes of that? What do you mean exactly? Like, there's always a better item out there, you know? Nice, Mark. Sake! Good lord, Sake.
How do you avoid spending 12 mana pots for TP per dungeon in a known sword?
You fill up your entire inventory with mana pots. No lie. I mean, that's just it. When you're like a low level sorceress, first off, I put some points in energy. So I actually put 10 to 15 points into energy to help it. And then I run a lot of mana potions. Alex, thank you very much. Appreciate the tier 1 sub. I mean, there's definitely people online, and like, I have a character on my online that is almost geared perfectly. And I mean, like, perfectly. I can show it after this run. What's the fastest energy only run? I mean, just be an energy shield sorceress. Come on. Daddy just wants a quick little chammy. I can call myself daddy now because I have a baby. And it's not weird. Have I ever found a Zod rune? Yeah, one. And only one. I have found a lot of Cham runes and Burrs and Jaws. I'm talking 10 plus of all of those easily. But only a single Zod have I found. Why am I farming the Act 3 map? Did something change? Just variety. Sake!
Llama, drama llama, big fat mama llama, 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 llama.
A lot.
Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
I thought I found an Oculus, but when I identified it, it just turned into a meta.
It's unfortunate. Neff if.
Good day.
Trash, 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 trash. Not bad. Lurkers. Exclamation mark guides will take you to all the guides on icy veins, which are my guides. I've written them all. As for this specific one, if you want like a video, I do have a video guide as well. Mosaic Assassin Mr. Llama SC guide. I would just punch that into Bing and it should bring it up. Alright, I was going to show the best in slot character. Can't connect a server. Gotta restart BattleNet. That's exactly it, Indio. Thought it was cool. Brennu, thank you very much. Maybe I haven't logged in for 30 days? Probably. Oh my god, now BattleNet is like just hanging. What is this login? Security check. Okay, there we go. Yo, Richard!
Got Dominoes, so I had extras to donate to Citizens Against Iodol. Iodol. Congrats on having a kid. Iodols took my tools for that.
Thank you. Prepare for a scripted run. It's coming. So this is my 99 sorceress. She is stacked out. (2011s). There's her final one. There's one. Ah, there's the final one for the cold. We have 2011s for fires, colds, everything there. What are all these? Random array. She's got volcanic coronet of the whale, double jawed, a one-off perfect, one-off regenerate mana percent, 3/3. Jeweler's Gothic Plate of the Whale. 3 fire skills with that. Nasty Belt, a 10, 20, 60. Obviously 20, 20 on those. All 45 lifers. Where's her rings at? Where's her rings at, guys? Then just a bunch of like various. Are they on my necro? Bunch of various things for all the various purposes. They might be on the Necro. Some pretty nice boots right here. 20 life with high dual res there. Let's go check my Necro. I don't like those rings missing. Yes. Whew. And then here's one ring. 10 FCR, 5 strength, 9 dex, 60 to life, 26 cold res. And the other ring, 10 FCR, 2 strength, 5 dex, 54 to life, 21 cold res. So 2 pretty nasty. Nasty lifers there. Perfect water walk, 60 life on that, on that, on that. I say 3 to fire skills with the burrs. It kind of depends what all you want. And I believe with this, here's a 220 with 51 to life. So if you want to run 220, that's pretty nasty. Yeah. And obviously 664. So 5200 life, and then if you run a Oak Sage, you can get even higher. So she's pretty sweet. Above average gear, one would say. Yeah, there's empty folders. That's a fire sorceress, a PvP fire source vitality build. Mainly used for source versus source. If you're playing against like paladins and other classes, generally you're running energy shield. Cooley can't afford that gear. How many jaw for all of that? I would be very curious. I'd almost want to get Cooley's opinion on all the value. Like a 220 source ammy with 51 life is already gonna be pretty pricey. And just all those helms and stuff. Ah, nice. It's better than. He'll tell me informed gold prices. Yeah, but he could break it down into a jaw price off of that, and then. Cooley told me ES Fire is the way. ES Fire is the way. This is for source versus source. So that is the main difference. In source versus source, having the vitality sorceress there that I can stack, I can hit 245% cold res or whatever. I mean, I can hit very high cold res.
Impossible.
Jaw's only worth 20 forum gold right now. Non-ladder market's flooded. Jeez. Dang, you found 2 Zon and Terrazon? That's crazy. Pretty much. A lot of people haven't found it. Jeez, Primo. So the whole market's just down, huh? That's actually wild for 25s. How much are 3 2020s? $7K? Okay. I'm surprised they're that much more than a 25.
Happy llama, sad llama, mentally disturbed.
Sake!
Mama llama, 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
I wish there was a Gear Raider 2 online where you could import your current gear and level and it could tell you what value each piece had and what upgrades were possible.
That would be cool. That would be cool. It would definitely be, you know, easier with like uniques and sets and that sort of stuff, and harder when you start getting into all the rares and trying to figure out like, okay, it needs to make sure that it balances, you know, all of your breakpoints and what's the value of something that's going to get you to the next breakpoint versus not. Definitely possible though. It'll just take a little work.
I can't carry anymore.
If I didn't have llamarpg I was working on, we would do something like that. I found a 3 18 19 and then like 3, you know, some 320 lows and stuff. But I've never found a 3 20 20. Surprisingly. I mean, I have played tens of thousands of hours. Those things are just so rare. Are you just full 3 20 20s basically, Primo?
Good day.
Jesus.
Impossible.
All footballs. It's nasty.
Happy llama, sad llama,
Sake!
mentally disturbed llama, super llama, drama llama, big fat mama llama, 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
I've definitely taken super low level gear into hell before realizing I should have replaced them by the end of Nightmare.
We all have. Though I suppose I realize it. I know what I'm taking. I'm sure someone did pick on one of these times. Or some bot at least did.
I can't carry anymore.
I actually want to look at That's not bad. Ooh. I like that for dual leech. Okay, so we've got that, got that. 10 max, 9, 9, 10, 8, 10. That's a nice one. 10, 71, 37. 3, 18, 15. 3, yeah. Not amazing stuff there. I wonder if I shifted the better charms, because I had some like 14 X's. I wonder where I put those. Are they on Trapper? Maybe on the Druid? Yeah, there's some nice ones there. Not all of them though. I've got a bunch of things mixed across. I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. 2, 20, 30, 39, 2 open sockets. Jesus.
Greetings.
+1 bow skills aren't useless. They're useful on a elemental boson, which honestly can be okay. How many characters do I have? I mean, thousands of characters. Just from speedrunning. Like, I actually really enjoy a fire, ice, elemental boazon. You can run a dual spec of both of them. And you can just run those GCs, and it's actually a pretty fun character.
Impossible. I can't. I can't.
Or should I check them all? Yeah. Online, you can have, what, like 25 characters. Offline, you can have infinite. And I've got thousands of character backups everywhere. Better to go full ice bow? Yeah, I mean it is, but... the thing is, you're not really, like, spending a lot of skill points. Right? So that's what you have to remember, is there's really 40 skill points that are important to be spent. I mean, obviously a couple more for like penetrate and whatever, but for piercing. But you know, it's basically just, yeah, so you can just like max your Valk out if you want to have a big old Valk, but if you want to play something fun and different from a Valkyrie, you can play fire and ice, and then you just bump up your exploding arrow and you bump up your frozen arrow, and you still have points left over. Do I still have my very first character? No. My very first thousands of characters I don't have, just from growing up. All the accounts and accounts of characters I used to have when I was younger, and offline ones. Was I in a clan? I was in like multiple StarCraft clans, but I didn't really join. There was like one Diablo clan I joined. I started playing in like 2001 sometime. When LOD was out. I did not watch EWC today. I need to go watch some. Which character is my favorite character? It's hard to say. Love many characters. Like classic favorite character that I absolutely loved. And I made many times, like every ladder I would always make this character once, was my Run Barb. And all he did was run really, really fast. Exclamation mark guides, and then look up martial arts mosaic assassin on Icy Veins there. It'll kind of give you a sense of what the character looks like. Do a video on when you should replace items. I mean, that's a pretty expansive topic and varies greatly. But I could see something being made around that. Yeah, so I would just make a barbarian. His entire inventory would be 3 faster run walk charms. And you could get like 3 320s. Or something close to that. Then you would put 40 faster run walk boots on him. You'd give him Mavina's belt. You'd give him, you know, whatever gloves. You would max out his faster run walk speed skill. You would max out Frenzy. You would give him a Harmony Bow on swap, and on his main at the time, he would use 2 of the Craint Vomir sword, which gave 20 faster run walk each. You would give him Enigma, because that had 45 faster run walk, and Teleport, which was nice. You'd give him Cat's Eye. Funny. This is also an alternative. If you wanted to be cheaper, you could give him Tancred's. Or this is sorry, this is Alder's. But you could give him Tancred's, and that has faster run walk on it as well if you didn't want Enigma. And basically you'd go out and you would frenzy up the world. And once you were done that, then you would just run. Sorry, Trangs, not Tancred's. Ugh. Yeah. Almost another Shaco. Can you finish Hell with Saigons? I mean, I've finished Hell naked before, so Saigons would be a big upgrade. Saigons is actually like not a bad set to have. It's not like not the most amazing thing, but I've played through the game with full Saigons before when I was a lot younger, and I loved it. It's a fun playthrough for sure.
I can't.
But yeah, it was just like so much faster run walk stacked up on the character. And the thing is, now the character is actually even faster because you have Hustle as your main armor, so that's 20% more faster run walk than Enigma because it's 65%. Then you have Hustle Swords, which gives you burst of speed. Now it's only a level 1 burst of speed, but it's still burst of speed. So now he's really smoking. Maybe that'll be our next ladder character. We will make the run barb and then do foot races. So faster run walk stacks in kind of like 3 ways. Or multiple ways. You have faster run walk percent from items. Then you have things like auras, like vigor and that. Then you have things like frenzy that are separate. So whenever you're bringing in these like separate sources, they create like a whole new start of faster run walk, and they're worth so much more. So the faster run walk I get from a level 1 burst of speed is going to be just like worth more than 100% extra faster run walk when I'm going from like 300 to 400, you know? And what I love is Barbarian now has increased stamina as a synergy. That increases the duration of your frenzy. So it makes the run barb that much better. Did I think I'd still be looking for Zod? Yeah, I estimated about 120 to 140 hours. So... King is really annoying. We're 1 Cham rune away from ending it though, or 1 Zod. But we've always been 1 Zod away. But now we're a Zod or a Cham. If we get 1 more Jaw, we'll be 1 Jaw rune away. I need to cube it up. Yes. Hellforge plate. Nice. Nausea now. Let's find in all of them. Am I gonna Charcy it? What do I look like? A lunatic? Sake!
Big fat mama llama 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
Maybe you should go to Starbucks in-game to get a Burtis tag.
Barista. Oh my god, that took me way too long. I was like, Barista. Love the original soundtrack. So good. Yeah, we're 94. I doubt I'll hit much higher. We may hit 95, but I don't have many plans for 95, really. I'm not like pushing terror zones nearly as often as I'm running cows and stuff, which just doesn't give much experience anymore here. The music was made by an in-house band of employees. I'm pretty sure Matt Ullman made the music. They're playing Bayonetta single player. This is single player. Highest common count. What? Oh, Countess. Like highest rune that the Countess drops. Up to low rune from her monster drop. Up to Istrin from her special drop. Okay. We started out well. The day's kind of stalled a little bit. We've dropped below the curve. But I'm a believer. I'm a believer. It's just around the corner. Number of portals, portals in the town portal do not matter. Just a myth. High runes really do come in bundles. It sure feels that way. Let's get the first one. I haven't had a burr rune in a while. I mean, obviously, Jaw, Chamal, that would be great, but... Sake with the turn.
Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
You could always go see Les Miserables and get Jobber.
Jobber. I haven't seen Les Miserables, so I don't get the joke. Who's Jobber? What's Jobber? I'm sorry. Would one jaw for Griffins be a good trade? I mean, what's the stats on the Griffins, right? Dang, pizza. A unit Griffins. It might be worth that. I don't know the exact value, but that doesn't seem unfair to me. You had one job. This is hell P7. Jobber. Player 7 we are running. If you Google Lamuggy, Mr. Llama SC, that should take you to it.
Stay a while and listen.
Okay, let's see. 1 day lightning damage.
The order welcomes you.
How does that work? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Well, hunting irons is better to kill as many white mobs as possible, or super uniques. Just kill as much stuff as you possibly can. On as high of a player count as you possibly can, basically. That is the name of the game for rune hunting. Just mass massacres. Yep, we're a little beyond a cham right now. White mobs give you nothing? On player 7, white mobs give you a lot.
I can't.
And there's way more of them. Sake, man, what the heck? GG, Sake.
Is there a way to check what player's level you are in game? I did the trick you suggested for setting it in game settings in the battle.net client, but want to make sure it's still active in game.
So you go to options, and then you scroll down to the bottom of gameplay. And it says right there. Offline difficulty scaling. Does that work on ladder? No, you can't set the player count online. The online player count is the number of people in the game. So. You didn't know that was there? Yeah, they added it sometime in D2R. I forget exactly when. Patch 2.2 or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was added for like controller players because they didn't have a good way to adjust the player count when they wanted to. So yeah, because console and controller couldn't type to change player count. So they just added a little piece in it. Ralrun. Now, normally when you just type, right, you type like player 7 and then it tells you players is set to 7. And usually whenever you rejoin a game or join a new game, it'll say what the player count is. But you can't really trust the chat because half the time the chat doesn't say anything. It just like breaks. How can I convince 7 other people to AFK in my game? You make a game called Free for You. And then they will hang out in town and say, free? Free? You have free for me? Free? While you go and kill everything. Rinse and repeat. Trade games also work, though usually a lot of the trade games will have been... people have already left. Have already cleared a lot of it, I should say. Additionally, you can just do split MF. That's the more ethical way to do it, I would say. Where you just have, okay, I'm gonna go farm these 2 areas, you go to those 2 areas, you go to these 2 areas. And everybody just goes and farms their areas and then go to the next. Or, additionally, you do drop for you. And then you go and magic find and do all the stuff. And then whenever you go in between, you just drop whatever stuff dropped on the ground in town. So then people can just like hang out and wait for your drops. My goal for this ladder should be to get ungodly rich.
I can't carry anymore.
It's, you know, I think it'd be a fun thing to do, one ladder. I mean, I have a lot of wealth across all my characters, for sure.
I can't carry anymore.
But we could definitely do some upgrades. Speed Bard sounds fun. The nice thing about the Speed Barbarian is you can actually like really have a nice time with it if you just give up a little bit. So you say, okay, I'm gonna give up having, you know, the Craint Vomiers or, you know, the Hustles, which the Hustle is nice. And you slot in like dual Griefs and whatever. And you can actually run around and smoke a lot of stuff very quickly. So. What is speed barb? It is my barb that runs really, really, really fast. Like I said, I used to make them every single ladder. This is pretty much before I streamed. Like 14, 15, 16, 17 years ago. Every ladder I would make him. What is my purpose? You run. Oh. Pretty much, he had no other purpose. I would just go in games and just race people. He's faster than an arrow. So if somebody shoots arrows at you, you can just outrun the arrows. Like guided arrows and stuff chasing you. They'll just like try and get you, but you're faster. Where do you run? Usually in duel games around the Blood Moor. Let people try and catch you. It's whatever. It's just fun. Dang, Adam. 4-socket pike? Just checking the sockets manual. I mean, that sounds possible to me. I believe a 4-socket pike is possible. But you can always double check there. Sake!
I had to name my shout barb Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, the shout barb. I love it. Can roll up to 6? Yeah, that was my thought. I didn't want to speak out wrong, but you can always check just sockets. I'm stuck at level 65 at Chaos Sanctuary. Hell? Yeah, you need to go back and farm some more. Go to hell, Andy. Level 65 is just barely above what the speedrunners do. You don't want to ever be as close to the same level that speedrunners are in levels, in areas. So yeah, Nightmare or Hell Mephisto, Hell Endariel. If you can do Hell Mephisto, like just get a good cheese setup on him. Blizzard or Meteor, whatever. You said Cold Source, so probably Blizzard. You can just drop some Blizzards, get him across the way, and just kind of kill him over and over and over again. Put some high magic find on. You know, get 4 perfect topaz in an armor, 3 perfect topaz in a helmet, whatever. And just go to town on that dude until you get yourself Chaco and maybe Oculus, maybe, you know, nice FCR rings, get yourself water walks or whatever, right? There's a lot of pickups, Viper Magi, etc. Is there any chance to cast build that is good? I do not understand the question. To cast build that is good. Oh. Like a chance to cast build? Rifson was the closest thing. Mosaic Assassin took over, unfortunately. Mosaic just kind of became the default. But Rifson I still think is cooler because it's just got its like really cool, fun way to play. I can actually show you it after this. Quilted armor, wow, gray form. Swear.
I never struggle with Hell Mephisto, even at low levels. I get giga wrecked by undead Stygian dolls.
Oh yeah, the dolls murder everybody. There's another career that has a build that meets this criteria. A chance to cast build. What is it? Yeah, the odds of dropping gray form right there are pretty low. Pretty insane drop. Right, Mosaic isn't chance to cast, so.
At Mr. Lamusk Ginger Gaming Mentor, Procas and Build. Also, he just does really out there experimental builds in general.
Is he procking with like, oh, with bows? That'd be fun. So many Thul runes out here. He said you never struggle with Hell Mephisto, you just get giga wrecked by undead Stygian dolls. That's the last one that I saw. You can type if you did something else, you can just type it. I don't see anything else from it. Strafe. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Eric Schaefer was designing a new game. Yeah, so Moon Beast, they're still designing. They're still working on it. Games take a while to make and design. When they have another like cool iteration on it, they'll let me know. I'm sure I'll do another. I'll play some more, and or I'll play it and whatever stuff like. It's a very cool world though, very pretty. Jeez, guy. I don't have 0 MF, but alright, let's go get my proctologist. No, that's Proctor. Mr. Assassin? Trapper? Trapper. Oh, it looks like she's missing some gear. Okay, just the spirit. On the offhand. Those are pretty nice. Ooh, perfect raven. Okay, so this is the Proxen. I gotta like see the character here again. Okay, so we have Venom maxed, Death Sentry maxed, Burst of Speed. Yes. It's so underwhelming compared to compared to Mosaic. So funny. But still very fun. Can proc out tornadoes, lightning, firestorm, frozen orb. Hydras. Let me see what else. So you can put on Hellmouths if you want for even more to get a chance for Firestorm and Meteor. Carrion Wind has the Twister on striking. This has the Lightning. Obviously that has Life Tap if you want. Yeah, but for the most part you have this. So you have your Tornado, your Frozen Orb, your Hydra, your Venom, your Firestorm, and your Lightning. Yeah, it's a fun character. I loved the character, and it was even better when they had the attack speed thing messed up a little bit, so you could attack extra fast. And you could get down to 2 frames. That was really fun. So that is a good good character for it. But again, don't have enough money to restore charges. So on an armor, you can do a Ral rune plus a chip gem. On a weapon, you can do an Ort rune plus a chip gem. Felix, thank you for the 1092.
Love your content, heart. Good jobby.
Appreciate it. But yeah, so you compare that to just this, which just always procs every single kick rather than only the, you know, every now and then. It's just so much better. It's ridiculous. Ouch. So Mosaic kind of blew that build out of the water. Thanks, Big Lon. What weapon do you have on swap if not CTA? For this character, I have Harmony so I can run faster. Can't waste my high runes. Has he done a Mosaic Uber / G clone run? Yeah, we got our Assassin Torch with her. I think it was our, what, 4th torch? 4th or 5th torch. I think 4. We got like Paladin, Amazon, Druid or something, and then Assassin. For sure. Just need the SOJ for Annie. I mean, if I stack up my Magic Find and do like an entire day of Nightmare Endariel, I can probably get there and get the SOJ. But that's a lot of hours wasted not going towards...
Good day.
Where'd you get a goose from? A lot wasted not going towards the High Rune hunt. $1,600 runs on average doing Nightmare Andy for SOJ? That doesn't seem right. That seems too high. Is that with 0% MF or something? It seems like the bitrate is better. Did I change anything? No, but I'm happy to hear because it was awful. It was god awful before, so. Yeah, we've had a lot of Thol runes today. Like, I did my sorceress, and it took me 8 hours or six to 8 hours, maybe like 6 hours to get SOJ. And that was like 59 rings in, which is unlucky. OBS updated recently. If you're using OBS, it can do 10K bitrate now. But what, does Twitch do it or not, you know? Just because I do 10K here, if Twitch doesn't do it, then it doesn't matter really. 100 attack rating. Okay, maybe I'll stream at 10K then. How am I phrasing everything? Blades of Ice 3 has a freeze. Phoenix Strike 3 also is a freeze if you want to be even safer, but I'm running Phoenix Strike 2. Tier Am. Little strength right there.
At Mr. Lamus Xylospan says 1-800 on 400-ish MFP7. I had read somewhere else 1600 cause him in the middle of the soy process also. Funny enough, Arctic furs have a very similar to soy drop rate, would have thought.
That seems more in line. Yeah, 1600 is again maybe like P1 or with 0 MF or something like that, you know. Better off doing Hell Andy for SOJ or Nightmare? Nightmare is the better one. Better rates. Hell if you care to get other things though. You're not going to get a lot off of Nightmare Andy that you're going to be excited about. Tristram is our zone. Favorite boss killer class? I mean, the Javazon just absolutely murders bosses. So, you can just like two-shot them. Pretty insane. This character can also murder bosses pretty quickly, to be honest. Thol rune, Thol rune, Thol rune. That's an absurdly high number of Thol runes. Wow, where did the time go? It's already data clock? Holy cow, that was fast. I thought we had like another hour. Maybe we'll be back late or something. I'll have to see. Do we have any clippies that were made? Let's see. In the past couple months, and then nothing for a few months prior to that. Maybe a couple times before that. So, no foul. Enjoy it. No. Sure, it was great. I already found in that order this time. Some random clips. Okay.
The Cowboys are subpar.
Wow. I'm 5-0. Certain theme and everything. But we never get to walk it, you know. We always have to run this stupid thing. Wow, gymnasium. How about an rune to shove it in your face? How's that feel, Jim?
Are you still streaming or are you highlighting?
How's that taste? Still streaming. Why can't I skip ahead? Oh. Alright, clip. We always have to run this stupid thing. Wow, gymnasium. How about an rune to... We always have to run this stupid thing. Rune. Wow. We always have to run this stupid thing. Okay. We're just going to do our highlight of the day. Hi. Ah. Hi, princess.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to do it in robot voice.
That might be too loud, and I wouldn't want to. Don't do the voice. Please don't do the voice.
Now chat will be able to hear me.
Have to run this. Okay. And rune sheet. And all right.
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llamacy here, and today we're going to take a look at the Zod Challenge drops of the day, where we got, it was a better day than the first percentile that we had previously, but not a crazy hot day. It wasn't a super long day, so we didn't really get into like tons and tons of runes. I found 68 runes. Here was our best drop of the day. We had a foul before this. Wow, gymnasium. How about an rune to shove it in your face? Yeah, let us know. How's that feel, Jim? Yeah. How's that taste? So that was nice early on, but didn't really grab much else after that. We found rune, foul rune, and then a lem rune after that. Here is the breakdown of the runes for today. So like I said, 68 runes overall in about 2 hours and 50 minutes, something like that. So a little under 3 hours. So not crazy high, like even number of runes. I feel like usually I'm expecting to get like, maybe like 75 to 80 runes in that amount of time. So it was a little bit short, unfortunately. But yeah, these are the rune drops. Like I say, kind of kept us low. The equivalent expected value, again, this is if I had run, this math is just saying if I had done 100,000 runs where I found 68 runes, I would on average expect to have an ist rune. That would be perfectly down the middle of the of the graph there, of the bell curve. And then, you know, to the left, obviously. So we're a little bit to the left. We're in the 34th percentile. So nothing unusual right there. We found the rune, just a little bit short of HIGH RUNE today. But what you gonna do? You know, again, we had a string of days where it just went HIGH RUNE, HIGH RUNE, HIGH RUNE. So now we have the days where it doesn't. And somebody had asked me to give an overall. So we can do an overall look at my luck since we started tracking it, which is all the way back on the 25th. And so if we put that in, paste values. Oh, we don't have the graph with a simulation up to 828. So ignore the graph piece, but our expected is Chamrune, and we have a Chamrune. So I think we're pretty in line on that with the expected total rune value. It looks like we're a little bit behind, possibly. I don't know. We might have to run more simulations for it. I think we're in a pretty expected spot though. But yeah, we don't have a simulation for 100,000 simulations of 828 runes found. I think we only have it up to 300. So we could do this a little higher and see. But that is, I'll work on that in the future. That is today's, like I said, another medium day. HIGH RUNE's got to come soon, right? Hopefully HIGH RUNE is on its way the next time, tomorrow, maybe. Regardless, don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. I hope you're enjoying this challenge. Peace. All right, you guys. That is it for today. Like I said, it is Daddy O'Clock, so thank you for being here. Have a good one. Shout out to Kirian and Sake being extremely kind and generous today. Mwah. Thank you so much. And shout out to everyone who has just been here hanging out. Does mean a lot. I hope you enjoyed the day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Oh my God, she got a megaphone with voice modulations. Jesus Christ. All right, that's it. Goodbye. Oh my God, quit laughing into... Oh my God.
Since then I've tried to forget the terrors I beheld beneath the cold earth and the twisted nightmares that have haunted my every waking moment. There's something dark within me now.
Gonna end up in the lake.
Feel it. Ice blast to the past, a bit of killer's mastery class, an orb of ice, a centrifuge recast at the fast, a frozen mass. They shattered into glasses of ash, a chill and blizzard wizards cast, and now I'm gone in a flash. And we don't stop, but Nova Crocker weapons swap, a unique drop, we're tearing through this chaos. Listen to our master raptor fight, the last who popped the moment, stopped, he's finally free. Not even death can save me from me. Holy bolt, holy shield, holy freeze. I might smite the Lord of Terror unto his knees. I'll set free the beast within, just to watch him bleed. Pure concentration, no salvation, just to restore peace and bring order to the world. The desecration from my sword, he start a war. I'll massacre the core foundation of the law. This ain't no soul in search of answers, just a hero with a T. And by the time I finish slaying, there won't be Diablo 3. Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the hate and pain. I instigate a flow so great, eviscerate the syndicate. I decimate, eradicate my foes enter a tonic state. They suffocate, choke on my name. Lord of seduction, Lord of disruption, Lord of the lies, blah, hides inside. He's terrified, mass genocide. My master rhymes identify the stale while they listen as I amplify, strict specify. It's time to die. Bring it back to the master of the track. Travel east to find the beast so I can slay him with my rap. Don't need flails or a sword. Tie my hand behind my back. Like a shot up, I'ma kill him with my lyrical attack. Time to let out my battle cry. I don't find the time to grind a level 9 to 9. Support the party blizzard wizard and that summon god. I stand to tank the flank of dolls, but when I try to fight, my damage lacks. A crepified, I can't attack. I spent my life mastering axes, now I'm damned to cat. Or cry straight blasphemy. I pray to find a glitch or bug to get me past these three. I'll lose my mind if Talik's extra faster, I can't see. Maddox throws it's time to focus, DJ drop that beat. They're afraid of the pain that I ingrain in the brain. Degrade the brave as grades by throwing shade at the name. My rage builds enter lane, volcanoes burning away. Cat level 4, hurricane, chill to the core, can't escape. Soon be no more disengraved statues of gold that'll say you're worthy hero. Now go slay the lord of destruction today. Soul some controls through its fate. Get to the throne to delay your only hope. Take a moment now, ready, set, play. Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the hate and pain. I instigate a flow so great, eviscerate the syndicate. I decimate, eradicate my foes in teratonic state. They suffocate, choke on my name. Lord of seduction, Lord of disruption, Lord of the lies, Belial hides inside. He's terrified, mass genocide. My master rhymes identify the stay a while. They listen as I amplify, straight specify. It's time to die. Blade shit on assassin and fade for res maxima. Waves of fire setting ablaze to trespassing and slaves. And the masses afraid of the traps that lay waste as they cast on the days by mind blasting. Now faced with the passes, the phase from the passage. Remind us of mortality, destruction of reality. A moment of silence, please. Beware, foul demons.